Here we go. It's showtime. It's time. It's time. Where'd our eagle go? He's around here somewhere. He can be a bit time and space challenged, you know. Gotta keep an eye on him. An eagle eye. Oh, there he is. Phew. Shine on. Welcome to Spirit Skies. Welcome home to your heart and to the skies of your spirit. Hi there. Welcome to Spirit Skies. How delightful it is that you've joined us. Delightfully lightful. I'm your host, SteVen D. LightSpring, and I am joined here by my inner committee of rather odd, whimsical, playful, and sometimes downright zany, and yes, for some of you, possibly a bit annoying, co-hosts. I will be introducing my two regular co-hosts very shortly on today's show, but first, an extra special welcome to you today for joining us for this, our very first program of our brand new radio show, Spirit Skies. We're taking off, my dear eagle. Yes.
Meow, meow, right now.
We hope to now provide a welcome place here that might just help you feel a bit more at home in you.
I'm home.
As we find ways to stay a bit more in our own heart zone, we hope that some of that will rub off on you, and maybe you'll find it a bit easier to listen, follow, and all around just feel at home right there in your heart.
I listen to my heartbeat.
We realize the heart gets a lot of bad press, especially in love songs and such, where we hear all about broken hearts, cold, cold hearts, and heartbreak hotels. But we feel that the heart is the doorway to the soul and to the depths of the spirit. Once we get in touch with our heart zone and learn how to be at peace there, it seems that whole worlds can open up for us in more ways than we can count. Think about it. So we'd love for you to stay with us as we explore how to stay in our hearts, if for no other reason than that it might help us to not be quite so stuck in our heads. Don't be clogging up your noggin with a lot of thought of fear, not when your heart is waiting to become a place of cheer. So give your heart a listen, you've been missing so much there that just might lift your spirit if you hear it, if you dare. Thanks, geese. I knew you'd pop in with a good word before long. Maybe this would be a good time to introduce you to the good folks who have stopped by to give us a listen. That would be downright juicy. I could introduce you as Geezer, my alter ego, my high-flying, fast-talking, slow-moving wise guy, and all-around folksy wisdom handyman. Or maybe even as my hired self, as I usually do when people ask when we perform together. But maybe this time I could let you introduce yourself. I mean, this is such a special occasion, and I did give you a couple of labels, even though I know you don't take to, nor do you ever really fit well with labels. So people do have some idea of who you are.
Cool.
Maybe you could share what you're about. You know, what it is you're most passionate about and what you're here to do.
Oh, yeah.
I have a feeling you could tell us in your own special way.
Well, I say this wherever I go. But this is for you, my dear Eagle, and all your curious listeners that are tuning in today. This is for them, too. Delight of you. I'm here to bless on you, impress on you, the spark of light you are. Delight of you, so bright of you. Yes, you're a brilliant star, though all in you so small and you may not yet see its light. At the core of you, far more of you still waits to shine so bright, till the best in you, so blessed in you, comes beaming out so strong, and delight of you, so bright of you, that's been there all along. So deep in you, asleep in you, now awakens, lights the sky, and delight of you, so bright of you, is what we are so blessed by.
Wow.
Woohoo!
I'm always moved by that, Geese. You have a way of reaching deep and touching my heart. Man, I'm just so glad you're my alter eagle. Otherwise, I'd be quite a lone eagle on my own here.
The pleasure is all mine.
Well, there you have him. He's beyond description, really. But I gave you some labels to work with, and he gave you a few lines of his own. Now, all I can say is just stay tuned. Because around here, we're never really quite sure who might just speak up next, and what in the world or way out of this world they might have to say.
Say you, say me.
Thanks, Tweez. Well, that must be Tweezer. Tell you what, I'll make it a point to introduce him after telling you our theme for today's show and sharing 2 or 3 more songs. Our theme for today is Go With Your Heart.
Mm-hmm.
This first song is a good place to start. It's an older one from the Journey for My Heart album. And it's really our first step in going with our heart, you know, learning how to listen for it and stay tuned to it.
Mm-hmm.
I recorded this one when I was having a lot of hearing trouble, so I didn't hear every little detail of sound. So this album sounded extra choppy to me later on. But still, there are several songs and poetic music pieces on it that have done quite well. And this one has been a bit of a hit in some online folk music circles for some time now. And I've received more fan mail for this one song than any other so far.
Woohoo!
I'm so grateful that it seems to be speaking to quite a few people out there who have written to me from all around the world to let me know how these words and music have been so uplifting for them. I'm really grateful that I listened to my own heartbeat and wrote it.
Mm-hmm.
I hope it speaks to you as well. This is the extended version, which includes a few extra colorful voices at the end. You'll see what I mean. It's called I'll Listen to My Heartbeat.
The skies may hold, whatever days may greet me, the sunshine or the shadows come, or storms try to defeat me. No matter what my path may bring, whatever twists or turns, I know that I am free to be all I came here for learning. That happiness comes not from skies or where my path is going. It's all about what's in my heart, what deep down deep I'm knowing. Yes, it's all about what's in my heart, what deep down deep I'm knowing. So I will listen to my heart, no matter my surrounding. I'll march, I'll dance to my heartbeat. I'll celebrate its pounding. I'll listen and I'll learn to hear each whisper it imparts me. In every moment of each day, I'll listen to my heartbeat. In every moment of each day, I'll listen to my heartbeat. So I will listen to my heart, no matter my surroundings. I'll march, I'll dance to my heartbeat. I'll celebrate its pounding. I'll listen and I'll learn to hear each whisper it imparts me. In every moment of each day, I'll listen to my heartbeat. In every moment of each day, I'll listen to my heartbeat. The voice is heard, whatever noise is round me. The waves of dizzy busyness washing over, almost drown me. No matter how much life may pull me in every direction, I still know I am here to beam my heartlight's true reflection. Yeah, and happiness is learning how to still be still within me. Listen and hear so well what rings the truest in me. Yes, I'll listen and I'll hear so well what rings the truest in me. So I will listen to my heart, no matter my surroundings. I'll march, I'll dance to my heartbeat. I'll celebrate its pounding. I'll listen and I'll learn to hear each whisper it imparts me. In every moment of each day, I'll listen to my heartbeat. In every moment of each day, I'll listen to my heartbeat. I will listen to my heart, no matter my surroundings. I'll march, I'll dance to my heartbeat. I'll celebrate its pounding. I'll listen and I'll learn to hear each whisper it imparts me. In every moment of each day, I'll listen to my heartbeat. In every moment of each day, I'll listen to my heartbeat. So I will listen to my heart, no matter my surroundings. Me too. I will listen to my heart, no matter my surrounding. I will listen to my heart, no matter my surrounding. I will listen to my heart. I will listen to my heart. Yes, always. I will continue to listen to my heart. Listen to my heart. Always I will listen. Okay, if you insist, I'll listen to my heart too. It is always best to listen to your heart. That's right. I'll listen to my heart. I'll listen to my heart. I will always.
Well, there you have it. But what does it mean to listen to our heartbeat? Isn't it good enough just to listen to our every yapping minds and do our best to follow whatever seems most practical and rational of the options presented there? I mean, isn't the world usually running short on common sense and critical thinking, in the best sense of the word?
Oh, yeah.
So shouldn't we just do what makes the most good sense?
Uh-huh.
But what is good sense, really? Could it be there's a more head-centered sense and a more heart-centered one?
Yeah.
Could it be that all the logic in the world may not help us when it comes to matters of love, of finding peace of mind, or experiencing joy? Aren't these what might be considered matters of the heart?
Uh-huh.
And how much sense does love ever make anyway? At least to our dizzy, busy heads. And isn't it true that somewhere deep inside us, love makes more sense than anything else? It's just not head sense.
Yeah.
What if we could live more in touch with what's going on in our hearts? What if we could put the past behind us? What if we could put on hold our fears of a future that we perceive may not be what we'd like it to be? What if we could really just be in the present?
Oh, yeah.
What if now we could let go of all those what ifs and really live right here in the moment?
Yeah.
This song might say it better than anything else. I hope it speaks to you as it seems to have spoken to some others who've written to me to let me know how much it stayed with them and reminded them of what's most important, to live right here in the now. Here it is. It's called What If Now?
What if I learned to listen and follow what I heard, what my heart was saying, every whispered word? What if I had had the courage to always be most true to what I knew deep in myself and let my heart shine through? How would my life be different? How peaceful would I be? Knowing I had lived so true to my heart's deep honesty. What if now I change that? What if now I go places here inside of me where I'll learn to go with the flow? Of all that rings most true in me, and promise this my heart, that no matter other voices, I'll always do my part. To listen to the love in me, the highest good I know, to do what is most loving for myself and others, so that every moment from here on I'll live so I can say I listen to this love in me. It's what I promise here today. What if I had found and followed my heart's own guidance plan and listened to its voice in me more than all other demands? What if I had had the wisdom to always see the light, catch a greater vision than my mind's short-sighted sight? Would my life be different? How peaceful would I be? Knowing I had lived in light of love's infinity.
What if now I change that? What if now I go places here inside of me where I'll learn to go with the flow? Of all that rings most true in me, and promise this my heart, that no matter other voices, I'll always do my part. Listen to the love in me, the highest good I know, to do what is most loving for myself and others so. That every moment from here on I'll live so I can say, I listen to this love in me, it's what I promise here today. I promise this, my heart. What if now we make it a point to do our best to listen to the wisest, most loving place within us? What if we can go there without fear, with the courage it takes to listen to love, as it always chooses the high road, the highest good we know, for all concerned, as much as possible? What if our hearts are trying to tell us something? What if they're just wanting to be heard, to show us a better way, to point us to a higher path? What if the answers, whatever they might be for us, are much more to be found in our often neglected hearts than in our ever-busy, overcrowded heads? What if I were to renew my effort to listen? Really listen to my heart. Maybe I'd tell it and just let it know that I'm going to do my best to hear it and follow whatever it is that it may be trying to tell me. Maybe I'd give it a message to my heart. Message to my heart. Hear you so clear, you are speaking to me. It whispers so still now, I know I must be. So quiet, I sigh, it has never been this. Still here in my soul, this close to my bliss. For my mind is so blind, is so busy, so bold, too dizzy, so whizzy, too on itself sold. And my days all like plays are so propped, all so staged, so measured, so cautious, so booked, so engaged. I often don't soften to still and to stay, where I can best hear you and heed what you say. I've missed you, though I list you, as though you're number one. So often I still don't quite take in the sun. Of all you install, you keep beaming my way. If I will just stop and embrace what you say. So I stop now, I drop now, all else but this place. Here in time where I'm with you, I'm here to embrace. The love you above you are beaming on through. The more that I open to all of me, you. So I'll hear you, I'll clear you, the number one spot. Each time that I listen to the love that you've got, I'll make you, I'll take you for all that you are.
to be my foundation, to shine like a star. So even receiving each word that you say, I know there are times life will get in the way. But I now supply this promise I do, that no matter the moment, I'll always hear you. Well, there you have it. Message to my heart. But once we hear it and really listen to it, then what? What do we do with what we hear? Do we talk ourselves out of heeding what we've heard? Or do we respond to it and try to stay open to it? Maybe see if we can find ways to follow what it may be trying to tell us. Now we're coming up to a little break time, which we'll be doing at the halfway point of the show on a regular basis. So we'll be introducing Tweezer after the break. We'll have a word or two from our sponsors, which, since most of you may be hearing this in an archive or podcast format, you could just fast forward here. But if you haven't heard these messages, and they'll often rotate, and we're planning some special little break time segments that might be so darn special they'll just knock your socks off.
Footloose, footloose. Kick off my
Either way,
Sunday shoes.
you might stay tuned. You never know. You might just miss a real treat and a way for you to be blessed, as well as a way for you to bless us back, which always blesses you, right? By supporting our sponsors, music makers, and showstoppers.
Heart full of love and amazing.
Hi, I'm Geezer, just an all-around wise guy, alter ego, and hired self for Mr. LightSpring. Are you loving what you hear here? Well, here, and everywhere else, if you have one of those amazing, uplifting CDs from SteVen D. LightSpring. His latest CD, Awaken to Love, is available at cdbaby.com/SteVen D. LightSpring. Get you one of those puppies, and I promise you, they won't keep you up barking all night. They'll bless you good, and you'll make a mountain of difference for us to keep us flying here on Spirit Skies. Thank you more than we can say. Hi, SteVen D. LightSpring here. Are you into good vibes? Especially if, while making no guarantees, you find that they might just make your life better? Maybe, just maybe, it may be that they'll soothe your soul, bless your body, and spark your spirit. You never know. But we have a feeling you might just be so glad you did. Stop by beingwell.com and get a sweet load of good vibes. We'll be providing an oasis of soothing sound. Join us at beingwell.com. Hey, all you rare birds and sky-loving spirits. Imagine this. Sound visionary and singer-songwriter musician SteVen D. LightSpring in an unprecedented concert. Soothing sound for the soul, a whole new set of uplifting words for your heart, and music to lift the spirit, and some amazingly playful antics you won't catch anywhere else but live. Ha ha! That's right, your fellow sky-loving eagle will be swooping in to make one sweet landing January 14, 2016 for one night only in Charlotte, North Carolina at the heart of nightlife, Amos South End on Tryon Street. We've got sweet kindred spirits showing up by the carloads, flight-loving souls that'll be there just to hold the space for some beautiful moments we'll be creating together. I sure hope if you're hovering in the area, you could swoop on in to join us. Amos South End, the heart of nightlife. They need soul-soothing sound. Be there. Wow, Geese, man, you sure know how to deliver. In true Eagle fashion. You know how to take it on up the mountain and over the top. Phew. Wow. Can't thank you enough for all you put into that.
My pleasure, my dear Eagle. I just love to spring delight on you.
Well, you sure did that.
Yeah.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you. Can I get you some water, cough drops, a towel to wipe the sweat or anything?
I'm doing just fine.
I know, Geese. You always are. Thank you. You see, Geezer, my alter ego, showed up in my awareness, or someone whose part I was to act or embody, back in early 2013. It's been almost 3 years. His seasoned delivery of certain poetic pieces won me over right away. So I decided to include his most intriguing presence in my inter-committee dialogue and wherever it felt appropriate in my performances ever since.
It's my pleasure.
But Tweezer, on the other hand, my winner child, who always seems to come through for me in a pinch, came through loud and clear in the summer of 2015, just in time to be on my new album, Awaken to Love. He sings 2 songs on it in his own uniquely serene and effervescent way that I just couldn't resist or improve on. So what else could I do? I just had to let him do his thing and shine his special blissful beam. There we go. I knew then that those certain songs were just meant for him to sing. So I let him. Anyway, now you know a bit about Tweezer. Both my jolly singinist winner child and our all-around sound effects little man, who's often quite full of surprises. So, officially, welcome, Tweezer. Welcome to the show. We love you, little guy. So, how did I end up doing all this and welcoming my surprising inner committee? Well, just one step at a time, following my heart. You see, years ago, I wasn't so aware of the depths of my heart. I mean, I grew up around people who were mostly kind and gentle souls and what you might call heart-centered. So I feel like I was always fairly aware of my inner heart journey, for which I'm deeply grateful. But for me, trying to make my inner journey fit into all the rules and boxes that I was given to fit my heart into never did really quite fit. I mean, whether you're talking the physical heart, which we're not, but there does seem to be a lot of crossover between the physical aspects and your deeper inner being that seem to feel like they center in your chest, or a Valentine's Day cheery red shape. The sense I had of my heart never could quite fit into those handy boxes that my tribe tried to fit me into. Can you relate? It's not easy trying to put your square peg into that round hole, or your warm, fuzzy heart into a cold, logical, social, or cultural box. It often doesn't quite seem to fit, does it? I mean, our heart seems to have its own deeply intuitive sense of what works, what gets us back to a bit more love, what points us to more peace of mind, and even finding our deepest joy. For our heads, these things can be quite elusive, hard to grasp. Not to pick on our heads here.
Much more than just a hat rack.
Yeah, because after all, they're quite handy for all kinds of amazing tricks. Not the least of which is getting you to avoid really dangerous things like, say, playing in the street. I mean, it's good to help you keep from getting run over.
Unless you live at the end of one, out on a country road. Then you just have to look out for cow souvenirs, you know.
Well, I think you get my drift.
Instant downloads, especially the free streaming guy.
But we probably have more fun than your average bear.
I don't know. Have you ever seen a bear with a new beehive?
Well, you may have a point there, Geese.
Points? No. Prefer halos. You fly lots further.
Okay, so maybe as much fun as a barrel of monkeys?
Sheesh. Have you ever tried to get more than 3 monkeys in a barrel? Don't know if I'd call that fun. Just make sure you put the bananas in the barrel first. Otherwise, the experience will give a whole new meaning to monkey on your back. And there's never enough left to make banana bread anyway. Of course, it's kind of fun if you give them those frozen bananas.
I see. I guess you have a halo there. Thanks for sharing that, Geese.
You betcha.
But as I was saying, it was following my heart, just one step at a time, that I began to be much more aware of the joy, the peace, even the love that's down there. Often just past the fear stuff that tends to coat it and keep us from getting on with the good stuff. Yes, it takes a bit of courage to get past all that. And yes, it's definitely a lifelong project. Something to learn every day. And as much as we talk like we have other people all figured out and are often putting them in nice, neat little boxes, we really don't even know the depth and the potential of our own heart. But we're only aware of this as we begin to follow it. Once we learn to hear it and really listen, and then heed what it seems to be telling us, then maybe we can make it a point to follow it. Listen for where the love is inside us. Look for where we're pointed to some peace. And always, always go with true, deepest joy to our highest bliss. A lot of things we think are lots of fun, but if taken to extremes are often harmful to ourselves or others. They're not our deepest joy. The truest joy always springs from layers of peace. Peace is always found where love is. Love is the foundation, if you will. Peace provides the walls, and joy is the roof to our house of hearts.
Whoa.
There could be many takes on this, but the principle seems to hold true. But these can only be discovered as we follow our hearts.
Harp time.
Maybe this song will shed some light on the subject. It's called, you guessed it, Follow Your Heart.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever you do, follow your heart. From the day that we are born into this world where we feel torn into, between the light we are and the dark we see. So often all around us here, and even within, it can astound us here, how far we live from all that we can be. Yet deepest down inside us now, we long to just open wide as now, all we are and all we can become, and know the freedom to be truest to the heart in us, shining through us, and do all that we can to march to a heartbeat strong. Follow your heart and go, shine the light you are and know. It beams out the more you open your heart wide. every note you're here to bring. Speak every word you hope your life will say. Live every word you hope your life will say. Every day that we are living here, learning to be giving here, all that we are to beam all we can be. From the light that shines within us here, through all that tries to dim us here, we'll find a way to shine out full and free. Even when surrounded by hearts that are confounded by the light you are, that love to stay in the dark. All you do is what you can do, shine, do all you can do. Just be your light and pray that they find their spark. Follow your heart. So follow your heart to be true to all you start to see. The more that you open to the light inside, follow your heart and go shine the light you are and know. It beams out the more you open your heart wide. Follow your heart and fly to every part of the sky, of that whole world that waits within you there today. Follow your heart to sing every note you're here to bring. Speak every word you hope your life will say. Live every word you hope your life will say. Whatever you do, follow your heart.
So, we learn to listen to and follow our heart. Then what? Well, there's a sense in which whole worlds seem to open up for you. The 13th century mystic poet Rumi had a way of saying things in a surprising and rather profound way. You may find me quoting him fairly often. He said, "Your heart is the size of an ocean. Go find yourself in its hidden depths. Don't wait any longer. Dive in the ocean. Let the sea be you." So your heart's an ocean. That sounds pretty big. But what about skies? I mean, this show's not called Spirit Ocean. And we say, welcome home to your heart and to the skies of your spirit. Okay, so you're starting to get what I've been sharing about the heart. But how does that point you to the sky? Well, again, Rumi's words might help bring the two together for you. Only from the heart can you touch the sky. There's something about us being somewhat like a tree and going down deep into the roots of our heart that enables us to find the strength to stretch the branches of our spirit's reach and maybe even touch the sky. And again, be the light you are in the infinity of your heart. All of these are quoted in my photo lyric YouTube video featuring the song from my 2013 Journey for My Heart album, Your Heart's Infinity. Join me for the next program when I plan to be sharing that song as we follow today's theme, Go With Your Heart, with our ideal follow-up to this one, Stay With Your Heart. We'll expand more next time into the sweet possibilities of what it means to keep living from the heart. But hang on, it might be quite a ride. Yet one that is so worth the journey. As Rumi said, seek the wisdom that will untie the knot. Seek the path that demands your whole being. There's something deep in our heart that instinctively knows it's the only way to live, really live, to give everything to what we value and aspire to. Or, as another wise man once said,
Meitsuko no tamashi yakumademo.
no, geez, that's the Japanese version of one of my favorite sayings. And that's for another show. So I won't spoil it for you. I'll just say, stay tuned. But if you're just really curious and have a bit of time on your hands, you could go find out what it means if you go check out some of my Forever Playful Spirit series videos on my YouTube channel, Inner Eagle Skies. And that's all I'll say about that. Okay, let's try this again. As another wise man once said,
So dream you, go beam you, go be all you are. Go do all you can to be, so you, the star of your life, now showing, now glowing your heart. So be you, go beam you, you fine work of art.
Sweet. Thanks, Keys. Nothing quite as fun as letting you quote yourself. Now, maybe we can just go ahead and share it in this way with our first song ever that Geese and I performed together. He does the spoken word in the verses, and I get to sing the chorus with a few interruptions by Geezer. But I have a feeling, like me, you won't mind it one bit. So, I hope you enjoy our final song for today's program, which says,
Wherever you go, go with all your heart. Yeah, thank you, Confucius.
It's not about the things you know, the knowledge you have gained, all that you've accomplished, those successes you've attained. Or treasures that you treasure, the piles of things you own. Sure, all those things are nice to have, but you know by them alone. It doesn't guarantee that you will know any peace of mind, or feel that you have really lived. At the end you find that all these things you reached for, tried so hard to hold, you found they often owned you, and part of you got sold. How else could we live it? The madness of this race, and all that goes with all we give to try to keep the pace. Well, I have found some ancient words that bring some peace to know. Keep in mind rich wisdom here, no matter where I go. rich wisdom here, no matter where you go.
Wherever you go, go with all your heart.
Wherever you go with all your heart.
That's right.
Put all you are in everything you do.
You got it.
See how true you can be to you.
Oh yeah.
Live every moment with your heart light shining through.
Shine on.
Wherever you go,
Go with
go
all your heart.
with all your heart.
That's right. Go with all your heart.
I know to some it may sound plain, too simple, or naive to talk of living from your heart, but what a legacy to leave. And to know that here lies one who lived so true to all he knew. Could this be said for us, my friend? Let's live to make it true. In the face of all our freezing fears, our rationale, our doubt, to find a way to follow our heart, to live it out. To know that here lies one who lived so true to all she felt. Down deepest in her heart of hearts, that love is stronger than all else. Wherever you go with all your heart.
Wherever you go with all your heart.
That's right.
Put all you are in everything you do.
You got it.
See how true you can be to you.
Oh yeah.
Live every moment with your heart light shining through.
Shine on.
Wherever you go
Go with
go
all your heart.
with all your heart.
That's right. Go with all your heart.
See how true you can be to you.
Oh yeah.
Live every moment with your heart light shining through.
Shine on.
Wherever you go
Go with
go
all your heart.
Well, that about winds it up on this our over-the-top
Oh yeah.
special beginning to our brand new radio show, Spirit Skies.
Woohoo!
We hope you'll love the unique, playful nature of this show, as well as the solid, heart-centered, and spirit-lifting content. We hope to continue to bring you meaningful heart talk, playful and passionate spoken word, uplifting music and soothing sound, all in one unique, rather whimsical inter-committee format that we hope makes you feel right at home in your own heart, as well as hopefully with ours, as we continue to see if we can keep overflowing our hearts here to maybe help make a few moments of your life just a wee bit more musical, magical, and maybe even momentous.
Well, I say this wherever I go. But this is for you, my dear eagle, and all your curious listeners that are tuning in today. This is for them, too. Delight of you. I'm here to bless on you, impress on you, the spark of light you are. Delight of you, so bright of you. Yes, you're a brilliant star, though all in you so small and you may not yet see its light. At the core of you, far more of you still waits to shine so bright. Till the best in you, so blessed in you,
comes beaming out so strong, in delight of you, so bright of you that's been there all along. So deep in you, asleep in you, now awakens, lights the sky, in delight of you, so bright of you is what we are so blessed by.
So, with your support of our music, spoken word, and soothing sound venues promoted at the halfway point of the show, and the potential live events we'll mention in our little promotion coming up next,
Oh, yeah.
we hope to continue having this much fun, and maybe even more.
Hey.
And with plenty of your essential support, as you keep listening and sharing us with your friends, we hope to maybe even eventually become a weekly show and get to spread our one-of-a-kind version of light and delight around even more.
Reciprocal.
Thank you, more than words, for helping us to make our dream to light up the sky with our heart beams a reality. We're so honored and delighted to have you flying with us
Delighted.
as we soar through spirit skies. So, join us again here in 2 weeks, when once again we'll welcome you home to your heart and to the skies of your spirit. Please be aware that all scripts, lyrics, spoken word, music, and soothing sound you hear here
Here.
were designed, written, recorded, and produced by SteVen D. LightSpring.
Shine on.
And the entirety of this show is copyrighted by LightSpring International 2015. Thank you. Have you enjoyed what you've heard here? Have the sounds, words, and music been soothing or uplifting for you? Well, we hope you've found it heartwarming, spirit lifting, and soul enriching. And maybe as much fun as a barrel full of monkeys with frozen bananas. Would you like to hear more of what you hear here? Hear, hear! Well, be sure to join us in 2 weeks when we plan to do this all over again, and maybe even better.
And 2 barrels full of banana bread.
Or would you like to experience what you hear here somewhere else?
Hear, hear.
In fact, in person, what you hear may be all the more uplifting and possibly even life-changing. Do you have an idea for a concert with your church, synagogue, charity, or other group? We may even consider putting on special home concerts for groups of 15 or more. Yes, there are many considerations, such as distance, weather, expenses, and such. But if you have an idea for a concert at your seminar, conference, festival, fundraiser, or other event that you'd like for us to be part of, we'd love to hear from you. Contact us by email first at delightspring@aol.com with soul-soothing concerts in the subject line. Looking forward to hearing from you.
Hold on. Don't know about any others, but this flavor for you.
Huh?
What? All our optional opinions and oceans of notions expressed on this heart-tugging, plugging show are most likely the fig Newtons of our imaginations and are never meant to be misconstrued to be anything to be taken with such seriosity as to replace meditation, or any other therapy for body, mind, or spirit that you may be otherwise obligated to continue.
Okay. Sure.
So, please do what you do on your own and try not to blame us for any understandable double trouble you might wind up in from your own health and well-being choices, for which we cannot be held responsible. Thank you very much.